how sweet it is to be loved by you. How are we doing this morning? Fantastic. Anybody at Pride Fest yesterday? Awesome, awesome. It was in Roswell, it was in Smyrna. We had love all over the place. And speaking of love, today we have Kristen Hope Justice in the house, so we know we're gonna have amazing music today. She deserves a little bit more than that. Come on, we have Kristen Hope Justice in the house. Okay, there we go. I thought you didn't hear me, or I wasn't sure. All right, so the band was so amazing this morning. We're gonna take that into a moment of prayer, how sweet it is to be loved by you. So let's take that into a deep breath. And on the exhale, we exclaim how sweet it is to be loved by Spirit, how sweet it is to be loved by our community. We don't have to ask, we can feel it. It is in the energy, it is in the air, and we know that with every word and with every kind thought, we are contributing to that sweetness. We are part of that sweetness. It is in our community, it is in every breath. And we know how sweet it is to be loved by each and every person in this space, because we love each and every person in this space, each and every person that is online, everyone connected with this church. And that is what makes that love even sweeter, that connectivity, that unity. And so again, we exclaim how sweet it is to be loved by you. Thank you, Spirit. And together we say, Amen.
Ooh, what a great way to start the day. Incredible music, incredible hearts and spirits to get us going. Let's recognize that we are a point of light. Yes, each and every one of you brings a light into this space that is valued, that is recognized, that is celebrated. If you are willing and able, up on your feet with our opening song. This is an old one from Unity North, but it's really a good one. I am a point of light in the light of God, endless with possibility. Get your hands together. Together we sing, I am a point of light in the light of God, endless with possibility, and I can heal any darkness as I recall. I am a point of light in the light of God. Love so bright as God's light. Yes, I can heal any darkness as I recall. I am a point of light in the light of God. And so is the person next to you. You are a point of light in the light of God, endless with possibility, and you can heal any darkness as you recall. You are a point of light in the light of God. Love so bright as God's light, and you can heal any darkness as you recall. You are a point of light in the light of God. Now, you seem so eager. Now you can give the handshake and a hug. Turn to your left and your right and tell somebody they are a point of light. And that light is bright and amplified and being sent to each and every one of you that is watching. I hope that you can feel the warmth and the brightness of the light that we have for you, the love that we have for you. Thanks so much for being part of our family, being part of the Unity North experience. We celebrate with you, and we hope that wherever you are celebrating with us as well. We are a point of light in the light of God, endless with possibility. Let's take it to the we, and we can heal any darkness as we recall. We are a point of light in the light of God. Raise your voice. Love so bright as God's light. Yes, we can heal any darkness as we recall. We are a point of light in the light of God. Give yourselves a round of applause. You sound amazing this morning.
Yes, we are all points of light, and we shine a little bit brighter because of our prayer chaplains. Today we have Michael, George, and Nita surrounding this space in love, surrounding this place in an extra special light, and we're so thankful to them. And they are available for prayer before and after service. They have prayer chaplain shawls on, so don't hesitate to ask for a celebration or a prayer over a concern. They are here for us. Thank you, guys. So we have so much going on. We had Pride Fest yesterday, and now if you want to take out your phones and take a picture of that slide, you can. You can also go in the app. You can also go on the website for more information. We have Unity Basics coming up. Unity Basics is the only required class for membership of this amazing community. So if you were interested in membership, that's the class for you. If you just wanted to learn a little bit more about Unity North and Unity as a whole, that's the class for you. We also have Habitat for Humanity this summer. My goodness, it is hard work for a good cause, and Chris Scare leads that up. So if you want to reach out to him, he can tell you which days they're painting, which days they're planting plants, which days they're doing, work that I don't know how to do, so I can't find the word for it, but it occurs. So he is the person to reach out to for that, and if you don't have his contact information, feel free to tap me on the shoulder and I will get it to you. So right now, we have our lovely Vice President of the Board. She's so ready. Susan Hayden, let's put our hands together.
Thank you. Last week, we explored the fact that many of you already are consistent giving in your lives. We spoke of streaming services, gym membership, HOAs. This week, as you would with any of your transactions, you begin to ask the question, what does my money buy? Now, as we invite in our online audience, I'm going to point out a tangible that you might not have thought of. These lovely windows that every week frame your services. And I often feel, because I sit in the back, I look over these trees every week, and I'm certain I see God, Spirit, or Source, however you may refer to it, peeking over. The other things that your money is consistently supporting is up here on the screen. Easter egg hunts are major trunk or treat, and it's an outreach. Christmas, burning bowl, and up there should be a picture of a new project, Sandwich Project. I know that out here in this audience, there are parents and grandparents who attended our Easter egg hunt this year. The laughter, the fun, children joining with other children, and everyone went home happy. And I know that those children had an opportunity to connect with adults, bringing a wonderful experience, and with that, an experience of memories with connections. Our annual trunk or treat attracts nearly 500 people. We support that generously through the donations of our congregation, but our consistent giving program also supports it. And it is our opportunity. Reverend Richard often refers to this church as our best kept secret, or the best kept secret. That night we are not. We are known to hundreds of people who attend. And it's fun, and for the adults as much as the children, we all go home with memories of connections. Our Christmas Eve service, many of you have attended, whether online or here in person. And every year, we conclude by lighting a candle we have been given. And that flow of light permeates this sanctuary. We then sing Silent Night, first to music, and then without. We then extinguish our candle and we silently walk out of this sanctuary, taking every single feeling of Christmas and the sacredness with us wherever we go. Our final major celebration of the year is Burning Bowl. And to many of you who are familiar with it, when you attend, you walk in, you receive a sheet of onion paper, and during a brief ceremony, you write down that which you seek to release. You then file up here and put that piece of paper in lit urns, and watching sometimes embers that float to the ceiling, we all walk out of here lighter. Once again, memories of connections. Now, I see some of the members of the prayer shawl ministry here. And the prayer shawl ministry creates beautiful shawls out of individually colored yarn. And it may be red, it may be blue, it may be green. But as that's woven together, the tapestry that creates something that's equivalent to a work of art. The memories of connections that I've mentioned here is also a tapestry that is being created by the events that bring us together. And that tapestry gives us all a sense of belonging. And doesn't every human being seek to belong? I leave that thought with you. The Consistent Giving Prosperity team will be in the back to answer any questions and to help you in any way. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Susan. I want to add really quick to what Susan, because all these things are wonderful, togetherness and connections and community, but the best part of why I consistently give is what happens when the togetherness goes outside our walls, goes outside our doors. You saw the Sandwich Project. People are eating, children are eating as a result of the love that we take outside of our walls. There are people that are housed because of the love, and so we have so many outreach programs. Family Promise, there are people that are using our home. Your consistent giving is helping us house those who are unhoused, to feed those who are hungry, and to remind those. Just yesterday, a lot of people went to these Pride festivals to be reminded that they're accepted and they're honored and they're revered. That is the outreach and the togetherness that goes far beyond our services and our walls and beautiful candles. It's taking the candle and the light into the world, and that's why I consistently offer my consistent giving here, and I'm challenging all of you online to not just put the burden on the people here in the room, but to absolutely get on right now. There's a QR code right there on your screen to be a part of this incredible family. Thanks, Danielle.
Thank you. So we're going to keep the memories of connection and belonging going because we have some new faces, I think, in the room. Some new spirits definitely in the room. So our welcome team is coming forward with a smile on their face and a Let's Connect card in their hands. Now, you can fill out these Let's Connect cards with the pen in the seat pocket in front of you. You'll also notice that there's a QR code on the chair on your left or your right, depending where you're sitting. So the QR code is also a way to connect with us digitally. So if you're filling it out in person, we have a place back there for you to put your card in, and a welcome team member will be there with a smile. But right now, it's time for a little Unity North love. Who is here for the very first time? Would you raise your hand nice and high in the air? We'd love to get you a card. Thank you so much. Let's keep our hands up until we get a card in our hands. Awesome. Awesome. I knew there were some new faces. So after service, we'd love to see you downstairs. We have a specially marked table for newcomers. No need to be alone on your first day. Our welcome team will extend the welcome and the love and the joy downstairs in Holy Grounds, and anyone with a How Can I Help tag on will help you find Holy Grounds. Enjoy service.
Thank you, Danielle. Meditation is going to be a little different today. I'm going to invite you to be a part of it. The chant is actually part of the meditation, but we're expanding walls today. We are pushing the boundaries and the borders of what has limited us. And so I invite you to sing and to sing from the depth. And we're going to let the band just carry the chant and just be present as the music still is lilting in the room, that you allow yourself to feel that music within you. As the lights begin to dim, I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath with me, and the music begins. Let's recognize there's way more to us individually and collectively than we've ever known. Again, another deep breath. A breath of belonging, a breath of peace, a breath of recognition of the power and the presence of the one light and one love doing business as you is asking for more. We'll sing this 2 times and then let the music carry us. I am more, I am more, I am more than I have ever known. In God's love, in God's light, I am more. I invite you to put your hand on your heart and to feel these words. I am more, I am more, I am more than I have ever known. In God's love, in God's light, I am more. Let the music just bathe you in the moreness. And heart, we are more together. We are more, we are more, we are more than we have ever, as God's light, as God's love, as God's light, we are. As we move into a period of reflection and silence, where are the edges? Where are we being called outside of that which has imprisoned us? Where is the universe reminding us that there is more? Where have we been trapped? Where have we felt powerless? In this moment, in this now moment, feel the stirring. You are more. Move to the outside edge of the next chapter of you. Move to the unknown and the mystery, where you are more magnificent than you've ever known yourself to be. What is the miracle? Wanting expression. We hold it for each other. We feel it for each other. We celebrate you. We expect miracles for you, and we see and know and claim your highest and your best. Let's bathe in that communal experience as the music begins to fall silent and we allow ourselves to receive and give all at the same time in the stillness. How sweet it is to know that beyond every song and every word, every prayer, every moment, every idea, that we are now a container for love. We, as a family, are now a collective consciousness for expansion as we hold to the highest and best for each other. That is holy, that is sacred, that is true, that is necessary. As I invite the bowl, allow the gratitude and the awareness of this beauty to be expanded. We celebrate you. We invite and expect the miracle of you. And then hold the prayer, look out, world. Here we come. And so it is. And so it shall be. Amen.
Little one, child of God, you have chosen me to guide you and protect you. Who will you turn out to be? Little angel sent from heaven, you are my miracle. I hope to always help to remind you the magic where we all come from. To believe in your dreams, to stand for what's in your heart. Things won't always look like they seem, but truth will always tell them apart. So expect miracles, expect miracles. Keep your eyes open Thank you. Aw,
Kristen Hope Justice.
thank you so much.
So, Kristen, you wrote that for your daughter, right? She wrote that for her daughter.
I did. I went through the whole in vitro IVF process with many, many needles. And so it was a miracle. You know, I thought, you know, having kids was going to be easy, you know. And it wasn't. And she was my miracle. And actually today is a special day because it was my maternal grandmother's birthday. And it was also, I joke because I told Isabella, who's 7 now, I told her that it was her official unfrozen day because she was implanted in me on this day 8 years ago. So it's her extra unfrozen birthday.
Perfect. I appreciate you sharing that. And what a great metaphor to run with. I love a metaphor I can run with. Who here wants to be unfrozen today? You know, you may not be a mother. You may have been called a mother. I don't know. But you have children. And look, when we come together, I don't have all the answers. I get to come up here and speak. I don't have a lot of answers, but I have a lot of wonderful questions. And I have a lot of wonderful views about who you are. Where you sit in this room today, I see you, I feel you, I know you. And I will do for you what somebody has done for me, many somebodies have done for me, is kick me out of the limitations. Will unfreeze me from the stinking thinking and the belief system that has kept me trapped in a small idea of who I am meant to be. That's the work we do here. Yes, there are some answers, and there are 1,000 answers in the room right now. Each one is valuable, but the only answer that matters is the one that unfreezes you today. And so there may be a little kicking you out of your box today. That could happen. It's only done in love. I love belonging to a community where I have people who can see me and not allow me to play in my smallness or my brokenness or in my doubt or in my fear, but to say, Ollie, Ollie, Oxenfree, come out and play. There's more of you. And so I thought it would be really good, knowing that song was written for a child. I thought it might be fun to have a little Dr. Seuss-like poem to begin our journey. And see if you don't recognize yourself or the many people around you in this poem. I sat in a box, a very small box, a proper and popular ordinary box, and it came with some rules, it came with some locks, it came with a sign that said, stay in your box. So I sat, and I fit, and I folded, and I flopped, I squeezed, and I sneezed, I settled, and I stopped. I sat there so long that I thought with a shock, perhaps I was born to be stuck in this box. And then a still small voice came floating by. It fluttered and floated and started to say, there's more than your box, more than what you've been taught, more than the limits of your little small box. I peeked out a corner. I peeked out a crack. I looked to the front and I looked to the back. I looked to the left. I looked to the right and discovered the world was remarkably bright. There were people on pathways, people on rocks. There were people doing things outside of their box. No boxes for singing, no boxes for dancing, no boxes for dreaming or boldly advancing. And I said to my box, I think we should part. And the box said to me, you're breaking my heart. What if they laugh? What if they stare? What if you get somewhere and don't know you're there? I thought for a moment, and then I laughed with delight. Well, what if I soar? What if I ignite? What if I discover a gift that I forgot? What if I'm more than this box ever thought? So I climbed, and I scrambled, I tumbled, and I hopped. I wiggled and giggled and jiggled and popped right out of that box with a marvelous leap, while my fears were released and my doubts hit the street. Come back, cried the box, come back. It's familiar in here, but adventure was louder than comfort and fear. And the farther I wandered, the more that I knew the world wasn't made for a box-sized view. Some folks still carry their boxes around. They polish them daily. They paint them dark brown. They measure them carefully, top side to floor. They wonder why life doesn't feel like more. But spirit
Spirit, dear friends, isn't boxed up at all. It dances, it prances, it leaps, and it falls. So if you should find that your box feels too small, too narrow, too crowded, too short, hear the call. Don't spend your whole life trying just to fit in. Perhaps it is time for the climb to begin. Oh, the places you'll go, and oh, what you'll see when you stop being who you were told you should be. The box may be comfy, the box may be known, but life's greatest wonders are found when you've grown. So if someone asks, where's your box? Did it break? Just grin and say, I outgrew it. I'm awake. The Buddha was once asked, what are you? Are you a savior? And he said, no. Well, what are you then? Are you a prophet? No. Are you a guru? No. Then what are you? Tell us. And the Buddha said, I'm awake. That's it. I've remembered who I am. And sometimes we love each other into that awareness, and sometimes we kick each other out of the box to that awareness. This is week 2 in our series, Church Done Differently. Say that with me. Church Done Differently. And we're carrying the theme from last week, 1,000 communities, but not like this one. Do you know how special we are? How unique we are? How powerful we are? Sometimes it's easy to take that for granted. In first service, there was somebody who's only been here for a couple of months, and she cried through this talk today. And she says, I didn't know you all existed, and I've been looking for you for the last 15 years. Why were you hiding? And she was crying. She says, in the few months that I have been here, my life has been transformed. I'm no longer in a box. I've been given permission to get out of the box. And she wept, and she says, I looked for so long. Don't play small. She called us out of our box. That's for all the marketing people in the room, to get out of this idea that we're, Susan said that I say we're the best kept secret. A lot of unity people are afraid to tell anybody, we're here. I'm saying get over the fear, get out of the box, and be loud and proud and say, we are here. Perhaps the greatest challenge facing the world as I see it today is not whether people believe in God by whatever name they want to give it. I think it's more our unwillingness to release God out of the box that we put her in. Our problem on the planet is not a belief in God. The problem is we have put her into a box so small that people can't find her. Can't find him, can't find it. And that'll be offensive to some of you. I happen to look at God as an it, that's okay. We're not designed as box makers, yet we have done that very thing for the source and the creator of this beautiful, magnificent life. Yet we create boxes. Why do we create boxes? There's probably a good reason. Anybody got an answer? Comfort. For peace. Security. Safety. You're hitting all my answers. Keep it coming, boys. Certainty, identity, and sometimes even belonging. Anybody remember middle school? Oh my gosh, I've got to find my people. Thank God for the band. I found my people. I belong somewhere. I fit in. I'm not an oddball. Only to find out in the band they were all oddballs. I love that we belong to a community. We're all rebels, mavericks, misfit toys, and we find each other, and there's something holy in the finding. And we need to celebrate that finding. We need to wave our freak flag and say, I'm not apologizing for what we do here. That is different. In fact, different is exactly what the world needs today. But boxes can serve a purpose. Let's not bash them all. They help us organize our experiences, and I don't know about you, they help me make sense of a very chaotic world sometimes. They're not the enemy, they're not bad, but eventually every box becomes too small for the amazing, expansive life and love that God created you to be, to experience, to know, and to bring to the planet. That's our belief, one of our basic tenets, that you were meant for the glory of God through you as you, expressed in the beautiful ways that you show up on the planet. You know, my granddaughter, Quinn, and my grandson's here today, he knows this. She's made the choice that her pets, you know, she could have had kitties or puppies or anything but hermit crabs. These are her pets. She has 4 hermit crabs in a little terrarium in her room. Go figure, but she is a rebel, a misfit, and a maverick, and she does her. But I love to watch what she has to do. She says, Gramps, come watch. And she takes a large shell. And she says, my hermit crabs have outgrown their shells. And she puts one in there. And she says, just be quiet, be still, and watch. And the hermit crab leaves, which takes a lot of guts and courage to leave the small shell. You can see, where did this big thing fit in this little shell? I think Carrot is one of the names, because he's very orange, and Carrot's the largest one. And Carrot goes looking around the terrarium for the new home. Seekers. That's one of the things in our mission statement. We're about seeking. But many of us stay here. I don't want to seek too far because it's too uncomfortable. Carrot goes out looking for the big shell. And I swear, I know it's anthropomorphizing a crab, but it's like you can see the joy on the hermit crab's face. I can breathe again. Anybody ever have that moment in your life where you can breathe again? When the system that you were told you had to follow no longer fit, and you had the guts and the courage to leave the little shell and to go out and to look and go. And what I love is the smaller hermit crabs, the old shell that Carrot had, the other crabs come out and grab it. And there's a growth. There is a communal growth. Everybody is growing into the next chapter. And I thought, what a beautiful metaphor for what we do here. We come together to see each other, to know each other, to support each other in getting a new shell. And eventually that one will be outgrown. I don't know how big the hermit crabs can actually get, but I know that there is no limit to how big you can get. I know there is no limit to the expansiveness of the life that God has called you into. And that's different. A bunch of people around us, you can go to any of those churches, they're going to tell you this is exactly what God intended for you to be, and that's it. Here's the ending point. We say, don't accept that BS. Accept the fact that you were created in the image and after the likeness of love and life and goodness and peace and everything holy and good. There is no boundary to who you can be and what you can do. That's rare. And I celebrate that. I invest in that. So Quinn provides new shells for them. They outgrow one shell and go about exploring their world. And we are designed the very same way. We're not meant to stay in boxes. How many parents do we have that has your teenage son in the same pair of shoes that they had when they were 4? We're going to call social services on you because that is pain. That is pain. That's called binding, and it's not a good thing. They outgrow the shoes. How many people have a tree that was in a flower pot that had to be transplanted? It's just part of nature. I'm going to go to nature a lot today. Nature is my greatest teacher. That's my sanctuary. These trees, when she mentioned the windows, I said, yes, the windows are great, but also those trees belong to Unity North, and they're gorgeous. And I'm reminded, a soul outgrows belief systems, and there's nothing wrong about it. It is necessary evolution. The tragedy has never been that we build boxes. Ever been that we build, you put the... We're a little early with the jacaranda tree. I'll get there. The tragedy has never been that we build boxes, but that we mistake them for permanent housing. I'm comfortable. I'm good. We never seek to evolve beyond the spiritual religious boxes that we have been fed and been told we need to regurgitate. Let me tell you, we're all going to be in trouble if you have to regurgitate what I'm teaching up here. That's a very narrow field. Let your truth be known. Let your truth be heard. Answer the call of your soul that says, maybe I need to leave the shell behind and find a new pot. Some of us inherited religious, institutional, cultural, familial boxes. Anybody here have to really work to outgrow the family box that you were put into? Welcome to the land of misfit toys. We were handed images of life that worked at one point, and it's not that they were bad, but we have become more, and those shells have become confining and restricting. And this is a community that celebrates that. This is a community that celebrates your becoming and doesn't try to squash it and say you're rocking the boat. You know the old song from Guys and Dolls, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. There's a whole bunch of churches that will tell you that's exactly what you need to do. I'm saying nicely, nicely, doing business as you, rock the boat. Get up and rock the boat. Make me uncomfortable. Make the church a little uncomfortable. Lester, you're good. But the reality is that means growth is happening here. And that's unique and that's different. It is painful to stay in the same system when the world is evolving and new awarenesses are available and you're being told, no, don't look at them. Put the blinders on. For a hermit crab to stay in the small shell, it means death. It dies. And if it doesn't expand. And the same is true for us. Another analogy. Now we have the jacaranda tree. Anybody ever see a jacaranda tree? They don't exist too much in Georgia because it's too cold here and too extreme. In California, where I grew up, I'm telling you, it's a canopy. It looks just like that everywhere. And my mother said one day, I love the purple. It's just gorgeous. I wish I had a jacaranda tree in my yard. Well, I ran as quickly because my mom is my hero. I went and got a little jacaranda tree. That's not it. But it's about that size right now. It's about that big. And I got a nice big pot so she could have these beautiful blooms. And the first season, it bloomed beautifully. Richie, that's what she calls me. Richie, I love the purple. It's so beautiful. And then the next season, it grew about an inch and had some purple flowers, not nearly as expansive. I asked her how it was doing. It's okay. The third year, I could almost feel the tree going, get me out of here. It began to look diseased. It began to look sickly. Anybody, gardeners, what is that called when that begins to happen? When the plant wants to grow and the pot won't allow it. Root bound. Say that with me. Is it possible that we have become root bound as a humanity because we're just okay with our boxes and our pots? We don't want to grow them. That tree could have been probably 20 feet tall in my mother's backyard, yet it still sits in the same pot, in the same location, and maybe there's one bloom there. Eventually, that tree is going to die. As I told my mom, when I come back next visit, my first job is to get that into the ground so it can breathe again. That's the work that we do here. You come. Our first job, our second job, our only job is to come and create a container for you to breathe again. Sometimes people come in here hurting and they're holding their breath. They haven't been breathing for months or years. Good, come on in to a church done differently and breathe with us and explore with us. And many people here take that for granted. We think that's a rarity. Let me tell you, in Cobb County, we think it's commonplace. It is a rarity. I want to make sure I get that right because last week I did it wrong. The reality is self-strangulation has happened religiously, and it's happening on the planet today. We need more places like this that say, breathe with us. Let's go find a pot. Some people go do pot. I don't know. The same thing happens with churches. Spiritual life requires evolution, which inevitably means a new pot or root rot. That's where church done differently can be helpful. With religion, the pot strangling humanity is a basic belief that the Creator only loves some people. That the Creator only honors some people, the chosen people. That is the biggest lie facing the planet today. You are chosen. Red and yellow, black and white, green and purple, rainbow. You have been chosen. And you don't have to conform to what I'm saying or what anybody in this room says to be chosen. You get to choose yourself, and that means kicking the walls of the box open and saying, here I am in my magnificence. The pot strangling us is a belief in a Creator who loves some people more than others. A God who rewards conformity, fit in, and punishes the questions rather than celebrating the adventure of being human. God chose to do business as you, in your skin, in your life, Stop playing small, because if you do, that's disease, that's death, that's self-strangulation. Jesus, our master teacher, seemed determined to break boxes. I love going back and reading with new eyes that beautiful document. He wanted to create new paradigms. He healed on the wrong days. Oh! Healing happened, but it was on the wrong day. Oh my gosh. He talked to the wrong people. Have you ever talked to the wrong people? He crossed the borders and the boundaries to the unlovables, to the throwaway people. Let me tell you, this is one of the few churches around within 10 miles that tells you nobody is a throwaway person. Not one person on the planet is outside the circle. We make the circle bigger. You know, it's that old Edwin Markham quote that I just love. They drew a circle that shut me out, but love and I had the wit to win. They drew a line that shut me out. A rebel, a heretic, a thing to flout, but love and I had the wit to win. We drew a circle and brought them in. That's church done differently, and I'm loud and I'm proud about that. And I don't take it for granted. We are so blessed here. Jesus healed on the wrong day, talked to the wrong people, crossed the boundaries, and continually disappointed those trying to make him fit into their theological and political boxes. And he said, I'm going to do me. Nature constantly defies our need to categorize it. Have you noticed that? Nature will always come up with something new because it does not like boxes. One of the best examples is, just put the picture up, is the duck-billed platypus. This animal looks like it's created from all the spare parts left in God's laboratory. Well, let's just put them all together. A misfit, doesn't fit in. There are days I feel like a duck-billed platypus. I'm sure you do as well. This animal is amazing. Mammal traits, reptile traits, bird traits. It has a duck-like bill and webbed feet, and the males have venomous spurs on their hind legs, and they hunt using echolocation. Can you imagine the scientists go, what do we do with this? I imagine there's people in your life that look at you, Bill Coons, and say, what do we do with this? Rusty Morgan never fit a box. What do we do with him? Liz, you're out of the box so far that I want to go play where you're playing. But I know there are people that go, I don't know what to do with her. Yay! Celebrate that. It did not fit into the nice scientific categories, so scientists created a whole new order of mammals called monotremes. That's what we are religiously, a bunch of monotremes. We don't fit in, and I'm proud of that. Rather than forcing the square peg into the round hole, scientists created a whole new container to hold the information. Rather than put new wine into old wineskins, same idea. Maybe get a new container, a new box, a new idea. Rather than putting new awarenesses into old paradigms, why don't we evolve? Together, why don't we evolve? What a concept. There's 100 places that'll tell you stay right where you are. You're in our comfort zone. Anybody have anybody that wants to keep you in their comfort zone? And they'll pull and they'll tug and they'll say, come back into the box. And you say, no, I'm evolving. Say that with me. I'm evolving. Really? We, as a church done differently, have created a whole new species of church. Not better, just different. I want to be really clear. We're not better, we're just different. But I think people are hungry for the difference right now. I think people are thirsty and looking for the difference, so wear it like a badge of honor. The ego will build walls. Spirit builds windows. I'm so glad Susan mentioned the windows. People come in here and say, where are the stained glass windows? And I say, don't mess with them. Because it's bringing people in, not closing people out. It's bringing in the earth and not closing it out. Ego says build walls, spirit says windows. Ego asks, who belongs inside? Anybody ever heard that question? Who belongs in here? Spirit says, how much larger can our circle become? That's rare. That's different. Old church will say, how can you fit into our box? Anybody ever been in those places? How can you fit into our nice little box that we have created for you? And unity and church done differently says this: how can we contribute to your ever-evolving spiritual maturity and growth? See, it's a very different energy exchange. Old church says, here, give. Here, give. New church says, what can we do for you? And know that our prosperity will absolutely come from our giving. What a concept. It's spiritual law. We are in it for you as much as we are in it for anyone in the room. That's holy and that's sacred. Jesus seemed a heck of a lot interested in creating admirers and worshipers and more interested in awakening participants. I want you to hear that. Jesus seemed less interested in creating worshipers and more interested in awakening participants. We're following his example. I want you to wake up. I'm up here every week because I've tasted it. I know what it can be for you and what your life can be. Christ consciousness wears many clothes. Let's read it together. Christ consciousness wears many clothes, speaks many languages, and sings many songs. Its fingerprints are always recognizable, and I want God's fingerprints, Christ consciousness fingerprints all over this community. It's more love, it's more compassion, it's more life, it's more acceptance, it's more joy, and it's more understanding. Christ is not merely an historical figure, but a living pattern of the divine awakening within us. Let me say that again. Christ is not just a historical figure. It is the living pattern of the divine awakening within us, expanding within us, seeking new shells, seeking new pots, and becoming more. That's different. I'm going to invite the band to come back up. Christ consciousness is visible in how we understand truth itself. Some people speak as if truth is a possession. We got it. We got a corner on the market of truth. We put our flag into the ground and say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That's easy. But what does different do? It's way different. Unity dares to ask the question, what if truth is too vast to be imprisoned? What if truth is too vast to be imprisoned? What if it's not owned but discovered? You can own it in a small pot and a small shell, but it will be discovered when you open up the shell and you go seeking the environment for greater awarenesses found in greater environments, found in greater consciousness. Truth does not stop being truth because it speaks with a different accent. Let's say that together. Truth doesn't stop being truth because it speaks with a different accent. Oh, you changed it on me. There it is. I like to play with them. It's so fun to play with them. Sometimes they laugh with me. Sometimes they want to throw things down at me. Let's read it again. Truth doesn't stop being truth because it speaks with a different accent. If everybody who came into this room, that somebody came from Swahili and was speaking with an accent, and I said, you don't fit in here because your accent doesn't fit in. Could you speak more proper like me? Wow, what a closed-minded, arrogant, prejudiced mindset that would be. Well, the same thing's happening spiritually, and that's different. You come speak the language of God that you know. You come speak the language of truth that you know, and the environment gets richer and the environment gets more expansive. Voltaire once said that God created humanity in his image, and humanity has been returning the favor ever since. Think about that for a second. God created humanity in his image, and humanity's been returning the favor ever since. You want to know the sure litmus test to know if we've created God in our image? God hates all the same people I do. God ostracizes the same people that I do. What a coincidence. Isn't that interesting? That's a box, and it's a box that needs to die on my watch, or it will die on my watch, because that's a small shell. Many people never discover their spiritual freedom. Now there we go. Let's read that one together. Many people never discover their spiritual freedom because they mistake the walls of their conditioning for the boundaries of reality. We don't do that anymore. Real quick, I know I'm a little long, but this was a joke Greg told first service, and I've got to tell it. Zumbach the tailor, it's an oldie, went to get a new suit. The man went to get a new suit and went to Zumbach, And when the time came to try the suit on, he said, Zumbach, it looks like the one arm is just too short. And he said, no, it's not too short. You have to go like this. See? It's perfect. And he said, well, Zumbach, I don't mean to be a complainer, but I noticed on this side that the leg is too long. It's too long. He said, no, it's not too long. You just have to go like this. And so the guy was walking down the street, and a lady passed by and said, that man must have gotten that suit from Zumbach the tailor. Well, why is that? Because only Zumbach the tailor could fit a man who's crippled up as that one. We have crippled ourselves spiritually. And we're trying to fit into somebody else's box instead of just being authentic, honest, and open. That's welcome here. Your questions are welcome here. Don't take that for granted. A little music. If I can label you, then I don't have to know you. Plain and simple. If I can label you, I don't have to know you. If I can categorize you, I don't have to understand you. That's an old mindset. If I can reduce you to a single idea, a single box, I don't have to encounter your humanity. I love that I belong to a community where I can come in and you can get the fullness of my humanity on any given day and the fullness of my spirit in the world but not defined by it. I get it. Boxes simplify life. It's easier. Love will complicate it. We're different. Let's complicate life. Love introduces us to people who don't fit our assumptions and to truths that don't fit our categories, our boxes. I'm not going to root rot. I tried it for a very long time, and I got tired of the disease of not living out loud. When we begin seeing through the lens of the Christ consciousness, we stop asking, who's right? Who's right? And we start asking, what's trying to awaken here? Say that with me. What's trying to awaken here? We stop asking, who belongs? Who belongs? And we start asking questions like that last one together. How much larger can love become? Make the circle bigger. Come be a part of church done differently. And don't just come once in a while. Come regularly into this expanding box. Invest in this expanding box. And again, the challenge is to those of you online. You're a part of this expanding box. Jump on board and be a part of the longevity for our kids, for our grandkids, for the hermit crabs coming on the other side of the terrarium looking for a bigger shell. Set down the one that will serve them as you find the one that Bill Coons gave up, that Liz Castaldini gave up, and go, I want a little piece of what you have. And in that exercise, we are more than we have ever known. As God's light, as God's love, we are more. And so it is, and so it shall be. Amen.
Thank you. And it's interesting because offering is also a language of love. I know every time that I give because I love this place. I give because I love the ministries. People who are online are giving out of love. They're not even here in this space to feel this energy. They're feeling this expansive energy, and they are still giving and giving out of love. And I recognize there are so many different ways that we can give out of love. We can go on the app, we can go on the website, we can scan the QR code that's on our chairs. We try to make it easy for you. We have people who give in person. There are baskets in the back, and your gifts of love are readily appreciated. So thank you in advance for all that you give, including all of the love that you give. Thank you. Let's claim that love and that abundance and prosperity in advance. So together we say, we are so blessed, we are so prosperous, and it is our great pleasure to share our blessings and to share our prosperity. And in the giving, the entire world is blessed. Thank you, God. And thank you, Spirit, for Kristen, who has been amazing so far and has not stopped sharing her gifts with us. We have one more song to hear from Kristen. Let's put our hands together for Kristen, Hope, Justice.
Thank you so much. So I wrote this song, and it's all about we are the vessel. So just give all your cares and worries, just give it to God. And this is called I Give It to You. Got the one on my shoulders, it's getting heavy. I don't know how I could ever be ready. I give it to you. You started whispering so I would come nearer. Now my vision is getting clearer. I give it to you. You up when I forget you're there. Oh, I give it to you. You have a way to get your message so clearly, though sometimes I make you call in the cavalry. I give it to you. You make me whole when I am broken. You take the reins of my spinning wheels. Every day I pray, hearts wide open, and I remember to praise your name. So let's celebrate life, let's celebrate you, thank you.
I love your voice. It moves me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I love your voice. Let's join hands, hearts, and intentions. This week, you're going to be asked to go more, to give more, to be more loud and proud. Let's take this song and let it live in our hearts. Make the circle bigger than just you and me. Let's kick it in, guys. It's going to be high. So some of your altos are going to go, I can't reach it. Go for it. Make a joyful noise as we celebrate life, love, and joy. Make the circle bigger than just you and me. We're all in this together. We're one family. When we stand together and join in one song, we make the circle bigger. We all can belong. Now that was your warm-up. Come on, sing it. Make the circle bigger than just you and me. We're all in this together. We're one family. When we stand together and join in one song, we make the circle bigger. We all can belong. You got one more in you. Come on, unity. Make the circle bigger than just you and me. We're all in this together. We're one family. When we stand together and join in, raise them high. We make the circle bigger. We all can belong. Let's expand the circle of belonging. Take the love from here, take it out into the world. Thanks so much for being here today. Have a blessed and beautiful day. Part 3 in the series. Next week, we're going to cast vision.